So can you give me an example of what like a plan might look like for somebody at the, in the early stages of, dealing with chronic low back pain, for example? Like what sorts of things will they go off and do?
Yeah, it's hard because a lot of people come in like wanting, like, I just want the pain gone, and I understand that, and it's unpleasant, and what that doesn't necessarily serve is the necessary ingredients that'll drive intrinsic motivation to actually do things to change. And just what I mean by that is we need to clarify there needs to be something that this pain is getting in the way of or affecting, that we can tangibly work on. And I am a physical therapist. I work on physical stuff. And so often what my skill set lends itself best to are, pain limiting things that you would like to get back to doing that perhaps you aren't doing now. And so I will very much sit down with somebody and have a conversation about what that thing is, and make it very clear that yes, pain management and pain improvement is part of a rehabilitative process, but we need a North Star. Like, we need something that you are focused on that we can come back to, because if pain gets worse or things flare up and you start to doubt and you think, oh, if this isn't working, what are we doing? If you lose sight of that North Star, then we lose sight of the entire essence of what I think my job is. And so then it can just get muddled, and then people very much fall into like, well, just do something to make it feel better. And, I sometimes feel that pressure where I'm like, maybe not. Like, it's hard to make that decision. But so really I sort of dissect, okay, people put up with pain for a shit ton of time before they choose to go see a professional. It's like, okay, so something has happened in your life that has served as like some sort of mirror where you look up at yourself and you're like, fuck, I got to do something about this. Like, this is getting to be too much, or it's taking away something. And I want to know what that something is, because that is exactly what I want our focus to be for the entire rehab process. And I am going to bring it up every single time you see me, because if it's important to you, and it really has to be something that's truly important and truly purposeful to them, then it makes a rehab process far more likely to stick to. And I want to clarify, this is far away different from dealing with somebody who's at maybe an acute episode of back pain, let's say, where it's like, well, I mean, shit, most often you're going to get better. Like 2 to 8 weeks, you'll be fine, generally speaking. Yeah. Let's rule out some bad stuff. I'll give you some general advice. So again, my approach is different from a persistent basis versus like an acute basis. I just felt the need to clarify that, because people will be like, well, what the fuck? Like, this guy's digging away at like purpose in life when I just like was tying tying my shoe and my back hurts now, and this guy's like,
we need to talk about change.